What's up guys, welcome back to another Battleborn video. In this video I'm going to be giving you my first impressions on Ernest like I did with the other two characters, Pendles and Alani. Now, here's the first thing, and it's a question I kind of have to answer with every new character, and it gets a little tiring, but I understand why everyone asks it, and that is Ernest OP? No. 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 Just like how Pendles was an OP, and just like how Alani wasn't exactly incredibly broken, but he was a bit overwhelming. But Ernest is definitely not OP. He's like Pendles in the sense where he has this thing he does, and he does it very well. It's a little bit broader than what Pendles does. Pendles is like really specific, and Ernest is a little bit more flexible, but it's still like the one thing he does. He's like a defensive, territorial character, and he's definitely really good at doing that, and the game even lists him as a pusher, and I could see that. I could definitely see that. I can see how like spamming an area with grenades is definitely going to help your team move up. He's pretty solid from what I've played of him. Now keep in mind, this is of course, first impressions. I've had limited playtime with him. He just came out today for early access. He's definitely a ton of fun. His skills are definitely really great. He feels like he's in a really good spot already. Like everything from like his damage to like his reload to his health to everything feels pretty spot on. And his helixes are pretty good too. He has a lot of good helix choices, and I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of good mutations. I only have the first mutation right now, and it's already a pretty good mutation. It gives reload speed when you're in your power egg, which is really nice. But let me go over his abilities first in case you don't know. He has his L1, which is the power egg, and basically what it does is it's like this little station, this little node, little egg node you throw down, and it could be in attack mode or defense mode. I believe defense mode gives you like 15% damage reduction. You can increase that by an additional 10% with a helix augment. And attack mode, which I don't even know how to swap between attack and defense mode, in all honesty. I've only used attack mode, and I probably will only use attack mode, because attack mode, I believe, gives you like 25% attack speed, and you could also make it so it gives you 10% damage, or there is this other thing where you can make it give you reload speed, 20% or 25% reload speed. That's what I recommend. That's really good. You really want reload on Ernest. You really do. His reload is kind of slow, and the faster you reload, the more DPS you can just chuck out there. As for his like R1 ability, it's like this little mine, and he throws it, and you can remote detonate it. You could throw out like 2 at once. There's an augment that lets you throw out 4. I think it's really good in like Incursion, where like I was playing Overgrowth. You're gonna see it in this gameplay, but right at like the entrance to like the enemy's base on Incursion, I just like stick these mines to the walls, and whenever somebody like runs past or runs to it, I'll just detonate them, and they're like, oh, I'm taking damage, so they immediately back up in. This is where I could see people having like some frustration with Ernest, because on like these Incursion maps, it's really easy to keep them pushed into their base. It really is. He can make it kind of difficult for people to push out of their base. You can also get up, through the crow's nest and stuff. If your team split pushes, you should be fine. But of course, Ernest is still new, so you still gotta learn how to deal with him and stuff like that. But yeah, as for like his ultimate is kind of like weird to me. It's pretty weird. He takes that big egg bomb on his back, he throws it, and it just spews out mines everywhere. And it's like I think it's like miasma in a sense, where it's pretty solid. It's something like huge or game changing. It's not like Raph's spin to win or anything like that. It's just like, it's a normal ult that's like pretty good for like wave clear, good for like blocking off an area, and yeah. So those are his abilities. Now let's talk about like the characters that he really counters really hard, and the characters that I feel can counter him really hard. Again, need more time to figure all this out. But one thing I've noticed is that characters that are also territorial, they just hate Ernest. He is a nightmare for them, because if you have a character like Marquise or Toby or Cleese who loves setting up in this one area, Ernest is just like, I'm gonna spam this area, and just messes up your entire day. Like you could see in this gameplay, I am fighting a Toby, and life is not good for this Toby. Life is not good at all. Any character that's territorial and likes staying in one spot, oh, that sucks. That sucks for you. Ernest sucks for you. So I recommend not playing those characters while everyone is trying to pick Ernest until things like simmer down and he's not on every team, every game, like how Pendles is right now. He's not on every team, every game. He's still like here and there, but you know, and it's gonna be kind of hard because one of his lore challenges, Ernest's lore challenge, is to play with Toby for 3 games. If you don't want to have like a nightmare, I recommend doing it in like PvE or something. Or if you're a really good Toby, if you're a really good mobile Toby, I don't know if those really exist, but yeah, then go at it. Then go at it. And here's what I feel like counters Ernest really well, and that's like mobile characters, like characters that constantly move around and are really effective with like their movement and stuff. I feel like they are gonna counter Ernest pretty hard because he's not gonna be able to like hit them very easily. He's not gonna be able to like lock down a position if they're literally covering every position. Like characters like Caldarius, I feel like Caldarius is just gonna be like a nightmare for Ernest because he can just zip around, like blind him and stuff, and just like spray him down while constantly moving. And there's really not much Ernest can do about it besides maybe like use his mines to like blow Caldarius back. Even if he does, Caldarius can come right back in, or to use his mine to propel himself back away from Caldarius. So I feel like characters like that might be pretty difficult for Ernest to deal with, but we'll see. I haven't fought a Caldarius. This is just, complete speculation on my part. But I really do feel like Caldarius and characters like Caldarius with the movement, like Melka, for instance, are gonna give Ernest a run for his money, for sure. But yeah. So he already has like some counters, like I'm saying. So again, I don't think he's OP. I'm sure there's like a Reddit thread out there saying he's OP. When Alani came out, there was an instant Reddit thread, multiple Reddit threads, saying that he was OP. Pendles got one within like 2 hours, and I really haven't heard anyone say anything about nerfing Ernest yet, but I don't exactly have a lot of places like Battleborn related to go. I have like 2 Battleborn streams I watch at any given time, and there's also the Battleborn Discord, which if you're a Battleborn fan, I recommend checking that out. But yeah, so Ernest, I think he's in a pretty good spot, and I don't really think they need to really tweak him, but as like his mutations are unlocked and stuff like that, then we might see maybe some like OPness coming out, his OPness popping out a little bit, maybe, because there are some mutations on some characters that can make them a bit crazy. Like Pendles has this mutation that gives him crazy attack speed, can solo double thralls at level 3. That's kind of crazy. I'm not saying it's OP or anything, but it definitely is really strong. And who knows, maybe Ernest might have like some mutation combo or whatever that he can like spec out in to make him like a real monster. But yeah, I did say run reload speed. I also run attack damage and attack speed. But I feel like the biggest one is the reload speed, and his Helix choices that offer reload speed, I recommend taking that. It's gonna get you into that DPS faster. You're just gonna do faster DPS, and his reload isn't exactly like super slow. It's kind of slow, but still recommend running reload speed regardless. And if you want to run like the attack speed, attack damage thing, that works too. But for the most part, just run them how you want. Experiment. First day, we all have a lot to figure out about Ernest and see how he fits into the game and stuff like that. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it on Ernest. That's my jumbled up dots on Ernest. I want to thank y'all for watching. Look forward to more Ernest videos coming up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank y'all for watching. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.